What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Optimal EV. Today, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a different video here. We're going to be going over a company, VinFast, who is coming out with the VF8 and the VF9. These are new vehicles that they're saying are going to be arriving sometime later this year.
Yeah, VinFast is a Vietnamese company that recently launched these cars. They say that they're selling them over here in the States, and they have a very interesting battery subscription plan that we really want to critique this, so let's jump into the hot take.
Let's do it.
Here we are on the VinFast website, and unlike usual, we are not going to be going over the base stats or anything for this car. We're not going to be building it out. We really just want to start looking into what VinFast is offering, and right off the bat, we're going to get into the monthly battery subscription, which at the very top of the screen, you can clearly see, says that your starting price should be $42,200 with the additional monthly battery subscription, or alternatively, $57,000 inclusive of battery. So you would think that that means that there's potentially the option to buy the car outright without paying the monthly battery subscription, and that can be left there. However, we have come to find that this is a mandatory subscription fee. There's also been, on some of the articles we read, a mention of a flexible battery plan that you can pay for depending on how many miles you drive out of the month.
Which seems to be dated, which I don't think is actually happening.
I think that is dated, but clearly from this website, there is no indication of a flexible plan.
The only time we've really seen any kind of subscriptions similar to this is Tesla with their self-driving. But this is very different because it's something that is in the vehicle physically. So the reason that, when you first look at this website, like Sam said, we have the option to buy it or you can do the monthly subscription. But it being mandatory really makes the $57,000 mark not really make any sense. The dollar amount is not a real dollar amount. So we did some more research into it, and to get to the $57,000, you're technically paying that monthly subscription for 7 years. So it's $169 a month for the VF8. 7 years having the car, you're going to end up paying $57,000. So here's the battery monthly subscription information here. You're going to see that, the VF8 at $169 and the VF9, your first time you're seeing this, at $219. Now, it's equal for both cars, that the number they're showing you on the site is both 7 years of having the subscription you're paying for.
It's proportional for both. So in other words, if you were to pay this monthly fee, both technically hit that number, the alternative buyout
price. The fake number they're showing you on the website.
After 7.5 years. It's both proportional.
Exactly. So what the subscription actually does for you, you're going to see it gives you peace of mind. What that means is that it gives you a lifetime warranty, meaning the VinFast maintains responsibility for all battery repairs, maintenance, and replacement costs of the life of the vehicle, throughout the life of the vehicle. Batteries are replaced when charging capacity drops below 70%. They do also say on the front page, we saw the 10-year, 125,000-mile warranty.
Yeah, this is very confusing because Troy and I are both sitting here like, what's the point of a 10-year warranty with 125,000-mile coverage if you have to pay the subscription fee that pays for everything anyway?
Yeah, so the only thing that I see of value in the subscription fee is that if it drops below 70%. But if you've seen electric cars over the years, dropping over 70% is very uncommon. It takes a long, long time for them to drop over 70%, which means you'd have to be paying the subscription for a very long time to even ever take advantage of that, to get a replacement battery. But repairs, maintenance, and replacement costs, that should all be covered under warranty. Every warranty that's ever been done for any car I've had or I've seen have done with electric cars or petrol, they all have been covered, maintenance and the actual parts themselves, under the battery warranty or their new car limited warranty.
Right.
So I think that this part is the only part that makes sense. And what me and Sam discussed is that I guess the only thing that it helps is the person buying it as the second owner.
So not only do you hope that it's transferred to the new buyer and that they can take advantage of it, but it leads you to the question of, if you are reselling this car, is the new owner obligated to continue paying the subscription fee? Yeah. Because then it comes down to, you're not really subscribing to this package. It's kind of just an additional car payment cost. It's not you're not subscribing to anything. It's just part of your car payment. Because what if that person decides that they no longer want to subscribe? Is that an option? Does that mean that they then have the option to just buy the car outright without continuing the subscription?
It has to. I mean, there's no way that a used car lot is ever going to set up the subscription or offer the subscription or transfer the subscription. So the person is just going to have the remainder of the 10 years, 125,000-mile warranty. That's my assumption. It's really hard to understand. But if they do have that 10-year, 125 remaining, let's say they got it 5 years old and they have 5 years left and some mileage left, they're probably not going to be covered for the 70%, but everything else should still be covered.
Right.
They just don't have to pay that $219 or $169.
Right. So if they can opt out, they're actually getting a really good deal.
Yeah.
But if they can't opt out, then
that'd be wild. That'd be something I've never seen ever in the car
right,
industry.
they're like obligated to continue paying that subscription fee.
And if they can opt out, then that means new car buyers are basically getting screwed because they don't even have the option to get it without that subscription. But if they didn't want the subscription, they would still have the warranty because you can't sell the vehicle without the warranty on the battery. So, and it says that you have to get it if you're buying the new car.
So clearly there's a fairly big lack of transparency regarding what they're trying to do with price. I mean, they mentioned very explicitly below here that the fixed plan is designed for range lovers. You know, if you can get an order placed by December 31st, 2022, you are grandfathered in to the fixed plan. But if there's a fixed plan, you would assume that maybe there's an option for a flexible variable plan that
coming out
that comes out after.
Yeah,
but they haven't talked about that at all. We've read some articles about it being an option before, and the fact that we can't see it on their website now makes me think that either they don't want you to know about it just yet, or they just straight up got rid of it.
And just to show you what we were talking about in the previous page, the price difference we were talking about is the $76,000 versus the $57,500. So again, it takes 7 years of paying $219 a month to get the $57,500 to $76,000. So they could have just made up any number and put it here, and it wouldn't have made a difference. So they could have made it 8 years, 9 years, and just changed the top part of the price. But this is what you're paying at first. Then you're automatically getting the subscription. You have to pay for it on the VF9 $219, on the VF8 $169. So it's just, I feel like the easiest way for VinFast to bring back the transparency is just say, hey, purchase the car for this price, and that's it. And another thing that we had a brief discussion about is what's going to happen with leasing, because when you lease a car, you're leasing it based on a residual value. So are you paying the full monthly subscription, or are you paying, are you getting a half off or a residual based discount off of the monthly battery subscription?
I feel like it's just easier if you just say that it's more of a monthly fee for your car than even trying to mention that you're paying your flat MSRP amount on, and then you add a monthly battery subscription. Just bundle it in.
Yeah,
if it's mandatory, you might as well just bundle it in.
It makes no sense to even show it as a monthly subscription. I don't know what VinFast was thinking. Maybe they're trying to be just outside the box of the rest of the industry. But I don't think it's going to work, and I really do think that they are going to change some of these rules and battery subscriptions and fall back on, going the normal route. If you don't buy it before December 31st, 2022, then it's not a fixed rate anymore.
Yeah, what happens? Do they just change the price? Does the flexibility match the way that you drive? Does it go by a per mile basis that you drive throughout the year?
Does it adjust with inflation?
Who knows? They could just crank the price up from there. You're basically contractually obligated to pay whatever it is from that point out.
Yeah, and what's possible is that, let's say you get to that point and you bought the car in 2 years from now, and that's a flexible rate. Let's say the car's really old and they start charging you a ton more money every year just because they know that it's going to cost more for them to upkeep an older car. So it's a lot. There's a lot going on with VinFast, and hopefully they come out with a lot more information on their site and clarify all of these questions that I'm sure many buyers will have once the car gets a little more traction in the market. All right, so that wraps up our little rundown on the monthly subscription of VinFast. Now, we don't have any hard feelings or ill will against VinFast. We're actually really excited for any new EV that's coming to the market, especially so soon for what they say. So, we really just want to make sure we get a little more information and clarity on the monthly subscription before advising you guys, because, again, we like to really give you our best opinions and perspective on all the electric cars in the market.
We know this is a little bit different from a normal video that we make, but I'd like to know what you guys think at home. Let us know if this is more of the type of content that you want to see from us. This was kind of just like a hot take on a new car company that we found out about. So if you like this, please let us know in the comments down below. Also, let us know if you don't like this. Feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the future.